Let's get it on. It's Marvin Gaye in a bottle, baby. Ciao Bellas, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rachel and I'm so glad that you're here. If you haven't already, please make sure to hit subscribe so that you don't miss another upload and you can join our growing family. Quick housekeeping, I am wearing the Nude Persuasion palette as always on the eyes. For today's lip combo, I switched it up. I'm wearing the Morphe Trendsetter lip pencil with the Kevyn Aucoin color in Tori, and of course I will be linking everything down below as always. So as you can tell from this title, we are back with another haul, fragrance edition. This time I'm putting you guys on to my top 10 most complimented fragrances by both men and women, okay? And so a lot of these fragrances are unisex as well, so if you're looking for a fragrance for yourself, or if you're looking to buy a lucky someone a gift for the holidays, keep on watching. You have to see this haul. So I decided to break this video up starting off with my top 3 must-have fragrances that are guaranteed to be your most complimented fragrances ever. First on that list is none other Bond No. 9 Greenwich Village. And I feel like the girlies aren't talking enough about her, okay? Because this is hands down my #1 complimented fragrance. It doesn't matter the time or the day or where I am at, baby, because I get stopped every single time by women and fellas, and it's just that irresistible scent where it just draws you in. It's very long lasting and everything about her screams, I'm that girl. It announces your presence before you even get there, okay? That's how good she is. She hasn't failed me yet. I have won her to Go Vote, I have won her to spa days, and I have won her every time I went to my nail tech. And every single place I've gotten flagged down damn near by women and men alike, just begging to know the fragrance. Now I will be honest, she is a pricier girl, but she is truly worth every single penny. And I actually gravitated towards her because, well, first off, look at this beautiful bottle. And I knew that I had always wanted to test out Bond No. 9, but didn't really know which smells I wanted. And so when I went to their flagship location on Bond Street here in New York, I told the sales associate that I gravitated more towards those sweeter smells. And he told me that I should test this out. So he sprayed it on a blotting strip, and I actually wasn't too impressed smelling it on the paper. He sprayed it on the inner part of my wrist that I really was like, ooh, okay, we might have something there. But like I said, she was a pricey girl, so I wasn't ready to make that commitment that same day. And it wasn't until I got home and I just kept smelling something in the air, and I smelled my wrist, remember that this was on it, and I was just like, wait a minute, she's a keeper. I literally ran back to Bond No. 9 the very next day and instantly grabbed her, and it's been history ever since. I highly recommend that you test out fragrances on your body to smell how your body chemistry goes with a fragrance, because more often than not, how it smells on a strip doesn't necessarily always translate the same as when you spray it on your body. This particular fragrance, it is a unisex scent. The top notes are lychee, cassis, and mandarin orange. Middle notes are peony, water lily, and jasmine. Base notes are ambroxan, praline, vanilla, musk, and oak moss. Can't read. Sorry. And when I tell you, I wore this fragrance down, honey, like down to the ground, to the point that I have a refill on the way. But she honestly at some point was screaming, hit somebody else,
Pick somebody else. I'm not addressing this crowd right now. Please pick somebody else. I'm at a 10.
So I finally did, which leads us into our next fragrance. Is none other than Delina La Rosée by Parfums de Marly. And she is the younger sister of the cult favorite Delina. But I feel like she doesn't get enough credit. Granted, she is a newer fragrance. I think she was launched in 2021. So maybe not enough people know about her yet. But baby, she is a showstopper in her own right. I actually picked her up in our Paris trip. I actually have been trying to smell her in person because she's also another pricey girl. And it was so hard for me to flag her down here in the US. When I saw her counter at Gallery Lafayette, I knew that I definitely wanted to test her out and see what the hype was all about. And baby, she is worth every single penny. When I tell you, she is like, let's take a whiff. She smells like heaven in a bottle. I kid you not. Whenever I wear this scent, I attract all sorts of women who are just in all walks of life. Just like this just smells so light but sophisticated, and it has great longevity. It's like a breath of fresh air whenever you smell it. It definitely has hints of floral but fruity. It's not too sweet. That's the best part about it. It's just such a feminine scent where I feel like every woman has to have her in your collection. I honestly was torn between all of the Delinas, but there was something about her. She is truly everything and more. The top notes are lychee, pear, and bergamot. Middle notes are Turkish rose, peony, watery notes. Base notes are white musk, woody notes, and Haitian vetiver. And of course, I'm Haitian, so I'm already biased. I didn't even know that was in there until I read the notes. So listen here, I may tell you a joke, but I will never tell you a lie. She is everything. If you haven't smelled her already, run. Run to your nearest department store to check her out. Oh my gosh. She's definitely my signature scent. And for the longest, Greenwich Village was, but hey, depending on the day, depending on the mood, we gravitate towards her. So now rounding out my top 3 must-haves is another Bond number 9 fragrance. This one is Tribeca, which, can we just have a moment for the bottle? Like, Bond number 9, one thing they gonna give you is a beautiful bottle. And I just love that you can distinctly recognize all of their bottles. On the day that I officially bought Greenwich Village, the sales associate gave me a sample of Tribeca. And I wasn't ready to commit to them both, because let me tell you, they come with a hefty price tag. Trust me, a little bit went a long way. So I was able to make that sample last. So for my girls who love that warm gourmand scent, this right here will change your life, okay? Not only will you smell mysterious, sensual, you're gonna smell edible, all right? One of my top tier compliments of all time is you smell good. And baby, are you gonna hear that when you wear this, all right? I'm telling you, everything about this one, they did their big one with this one. Bond number 9, they don't miss. They have not missed yet. And let me tell you, this one, she's quickly coming for that number 1 spot. And I might give it to her. I might have to give it to her. And the top notes for this are hazelnut and cacao. Middle notes are jasmine, sambac, and cedar. Base notes are caramel and broxin and moss. This scent is just irresistible, to say the least. First of all, you wear this when you're at the bar by yourself. You wear this when you're on the prowl, okay? Because she's not only warm and inviting, she's gonna draw you in that go-to scent. That's what I love about Bond number 9 scents, because this is also a unisex fragrance, and I just feel like you can wear her year round, but she really shines during this time of year because everything about this is saying snuggles and cuddles. But when I tell you, ladies and gents, you literally cannot go wrong with this. And like I said, because of the hefty price tag, Bar Number 9 does have discovery sets, or just pop into one of their locations and get a sample and then make your decision. But hands down, it's perfect for a blind buy. Just add it to your cart and thank me later. And so now continuing on with the rest of my top 10 in no particular order, we have Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. And whenever I wear this fragrance, men just eat this one up. I don't know if it's because of the coconut or that woody scent, but it's just the perfect unisex scent. And whenever I smell it, it reminds me of vacation. Whenever I close my eyes, I see the beach and I see the waves crashing on the shore, the sand in between your toes, and most importantly, the sun giving you that sun-kissed glow. That's exactly what this is, okay? It's the sun in a bottle. Everything about this just puts your mind at ease and just relaxes you. And it's more on the amber floral side, but again, it just envelops you in the most beautiful way. Every time I go on vacation, she's in my bag. Who doesn't want to be reminded of a vacation? There are days where you're just like, I need to get out of here. I need to get out of my head. And this will do it for you every single time. And the top notes are pistachio, bergamot, cardamom, and pink pepper. Middle notes are tuberose, lang lang, and jasmine. Base notes are coconut, amber, tonka bean, and benzoin. Everything you didn't even know you needed, and more. Do not sleep on Tom Ford. Steps on next every single time. Now next up, keeping in the amber and vanilla and gourmand sort of scents, we have none other than MFK Gentle Fluidity Gold. And for the longest, I knew that I wanted another MFK fragrance to add to my collection and had heard many great things about Gentle Fluidity Gold. So when I saw her on our Paris trip, I knew that I had to at least test her out. And she did not disappoint. It's this beautiful amber vanilla fragrance. And the top notes for this is berries, nutmeg. Middle notes is coriander. Base notes, amber wood, caramel, musk, and vanilla. Everything about her screams fall winter. She gives off cuddle vibes by the fireplace with your boo. This is just another seductive and sensual scent. And I get compliments every single time I wear this by men. When I tell you, there's just something about this particular fragrance that just attracts both sexes. And of course, it's a unisex fragrance, so it was meant for that. You know, it just mixes in so beautifully with your body chemistry. And what I love about this is that it's not too sweet, it's not overpowering, but the longevity on this one, you will have this on your clothes, on your skin, long after you have showered, okay, and washed your clothes. This fragrance is sure to turn heads in the best way. I feel like the perfect way to describe this is Marvin Gaye. All of his songs just give off sensual healing. Let's get it on. It's Marvin Gaye in a bottle, baby. If that's the vibe you're trying to set, look no further. Now next up is none other than YSL Libre. Can we talk about a beautiful bottle? Do you see her? She's a showstopper without even trying, okay? Everything about the precision just screams money, honey. And so I have been seeing her make her rounds for quite some time, but finally decided to make that leap when I saw Natalie Stringfield's fragrance haul, which I'll be linking for you because she put me on. This particular scent It's just another perfect one for those warm and gourmand scents, which I feel like translates so well across the board, because who doesn't want to smell like something you want to eat? The top notes are lavender, mandarin orange, black currant, petit grain. Middle notes are lavender, orange blossom, and jasmine. Base notes are Madagascar vanilla, musk, cedar, and ambergris. It's definitely giving date night vibes, worth every single penny. And ladies, I highly recommend you test her out for yourself and see how it blends in with your body chemistry. Now, switching gears and moving into the floral and fruity fragrances, we have none other than Flora Gorgeous Gardenia by Gucci. And again, I am always drawn to a beautiful bottle. And if it's pink, which is my favorite color, it's a wrap. When I smelled her, I was not expecting this beautiful bouquet. Typically, I don't really go for a lot of florals, like just heavy florals, but this is just such a beautiful balance with the fruity notes. She surprised me in the best way and is the gift that keeps on giving. It was my signature scent long before the top 3 came along and they pushed her out, but I still have a soft spot for her in my heart. Like, she will always be one of my go-tos, hands down, bar none. So the top notes are pear blossom, red berries, and Italian mandarin. Middle notes are gardenia, jasmine, and frangipani. Base notes are brown sugar and patchouli. It's definitely the brown sugar that sets this floral apart. It just gives it just a hint of sweetness, but again, it's not overpowering. And sophistication in a bottle. The most gorgeous bouquet you'll ever smell. Now, we all know I couldn't do a fragrance haul without mentioning the greatest of all time himself, Baccarat Rouge 540 by MFK. There's a reason why this is a cult favorite. I mean, everything from the design of the bottle, and let me tell you, it's a cult favorite for a reason. Not only is this a unisex scent, but it's just that timeless piece that it will stand the test of time. You're never underdressed or overdressed with it, okay? I feel like it is the quintessential fragrance for a reason. I have yet to meet someone who, after smelling it, did not enjoy it. Funny enough, my friends weren't too hype about it off of a cold smell, but when they sprayed it on and let it sit with their body chemistry, they was singing a different tune by then. And so you don't have to invest in the big boy, because again, he is expensive, but worth every single penny. Now, everything about this smell is just heavenly. It again is a year-round fragrance, and I may be biased, I might be ridiculous, but this right here, the only reason why I didn't mention it in the top 3 is because I wanted to give you guys something different, but hands down, this will always be in the top whatever for me. This one right here, I feel like it just gets better the more it sits on my shelf, actually. The only con that I must say about Baccarat Rouge is that sometimes I feel that it doesn't have the longevity that some of these other fragrances have, which is kind of why this was knocked out of my top 3. I feel like the closest that compares to this fragrance family is the Tribeca by Bond No. 9. I feel like they can be distant cousins, and that one has better longevity and staying power overall. And the top notes for this are saffron and jasmine. Middle notes are amberwood and ambergris. Base notes are fir resin and cedar. MFK was in his bag when he was mixing up these notes. If you haven't smelt it already, I highly recommend getting the Discovery set from their website, because you can always use that voucher towards the purchase of a fuller size bottle. And I feel like if you're a true fragrance collector, you're gonna wanna have this in your collection, hands down. Keeping with the holiday gifting guide, if you don't want to purchase the fragrance necessarily. Baccarat also has many collaborations, even the one with Virgil, and other accessories like candles and just beautiful homeware goods that you can choose from their website. So I just feel like you can't go wrong with any of the particular items from this branch of the Baccarat line. Now the next fragrance that I wanted to talk about in this collection, which I feel not enough people talk about this one, is none other than the Moschino Gold Fresh Couture. And hello, look at this bottle. Now you guys know I'm a sucker for a cute aesthetic, and I was instantly drawn in when I saw this bottle. Like, everything about it captivated my attention, and I was just like, okay, now I gotta smell what's inside this. And I was pleasantly surprised. It is more of a fruity floral, but not as sweet at all. And if anything, I feel like this has a great combo with the musk, so that it's not overpowering. It's very light and fresh, but everything about this screams going to work, formal events. It's just such a great piece to your collection. This is a conversation starter on its own. Still very much giving grown and sexy. Definitely one of the most affordable in my haul. And the top notes for this are pear, mango, white peach, rhubarb leaf, mandarin orange, and grapefruit. Middle notes are orchid, jasmine, and lily of the valley. Base notes are vanilla, musk, Akiagala wood, sandalwood, and patchouli. This is just such a cute little gifting item, and like I said, just such a beautiful piece in your collection. Last but not least, which is the last fragrance that I picked up in Paris as well, is none other than Paris Paris by Chanel. And this particular fragrance was the scent that they were pumping through the vents for sure in their boutiques, and I knew that I wanted a particular fragrance that would always remind me of the city and essentially commemorate our trip there. And this is truly Paris captured in a bottle. Everything about the sophistication of the sleek and elegant design with the CC embossed here at the top, and just the understated bottle but instantly recognizable scent that is very much giving a mature, sophisticated woman, not that cloying church lady scent. It's giving let me upgrade you. It's giving running a Fortune 500 company. It's giving I'm a big deal, okay? I feel like every time I smell it, I'm instantly transported to a Parisian cafe with a baguette, coffee. I honestly couldn't have picked a better scent to remember Paris by. And the top notes are citruses, pink pepper, and lemon. Middle note is damask rose, and base note is patchouli. And I'm not sure if it's sold here in the US, but it's definitely available online. So I would highly recommend, if you can get your hands on this, to test her out as well. And so that officially concludes my fragrance haul with my top 10 most complimented fragrances. And of course, I want to hear from you guys down below in the comments. What are some of your go-to fragrances? Because I feel like one can never have too many fragrances, and would love to try out some of the other ones that I may not have mentioned. If I did mention one of your faves, let me know down below as well. And I can't wait to catch you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And you can follow me at It's Ray Jen for more holiday gifting inspo. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.